So I just heard that the hurricane, what is it called? Idalia or something? So hit Florida is now going to be a category 4 when it makes landfall.
That's catastrophic.
Yeah, that's going to be really fucking bad.
That's happening like imminently, right?
Yeah, that's like imminent. That's like wee hours of Wednesday morning.
Damn.
Let me see when exactly. Dahlia.
I mean, maybe your call will be fucking quicker to pay off than you thought it was.
Yeah.
Because what I know about, like, as you move toward the land, the sea gets warmer, and it's been retardedly warm on the shore in Florida this year.
Yeah, our coverage.
So that's where it's sucking up its extra energy and shit from.
Yeah, so they're now saying category 4. When is it gonna hit? Let me see if they have like a updated. When will Idalia make landfall? Trigger on Fox Weather.
I thought I was reading today that it's tonight. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be
like 10 p.m. local time through the wee hours of the morning is when it's supposed to roll in, right?
Okay, let's see. God damn it. Like, when is... I'm having trouble getting like an exact time. I mean, obviously it's not on a schedule or anything, but
right.
Usually they have like an estimated time. 1 a.m. Someone's saying 1 a.m. So, I mean, it's like 1 a.m. their time. I'm assuming, so Eastern. So, I think that's 2 a.m. here. Or I don't remember which way time goes as far as these time zones, but yeah, it's not long at any rate. Like it's imminently going to hit.
Yeah, fuck.
So
Idalia is expected to inundate part of Florida's Big Bend region with catastrophic storm surge between 12 and 16 feet.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's higher than an average city bus.
Yeah. And it's I mean, they have some kind of mitigations in place, but not enough to stop something like that. It's going to be very devastating. I mean, you're talking about, I mean, like, people are just going to have to, like, eventually come to terms with the fact that they're not going to be able to live on that coast. Like, it's just getting too bad. It's becoming untenable to possibly live there, or they're going to have to, like, totally change how they build structures and, like, build them to withstand and like crazy shit.
I want to see if I can find a picture, like a radar of this motherfucker.
Yeah, because it's crazy right now.
I want to see what it's looking like right now.
Probably pretty nasty. There's usually YouTube streams that will live stream shit like this.
I want to see if it's got that big mean eye yet.
That's when you know you're really fucking doing something crazy. Uh-huh. Let's see. Probably someone, yeah, there's a live tracker here. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. Thank you. Well, I didn't do that shit. Present. Share screen. I'll probably show a radar here in a second.
Yeah, I mean, the torrential downpour has already begun.
I mean, yeah, I mean, when a hurricane's that close, I mean, like, there's a point where it makes landfall officially, but, like, you know.
Usually, don't they talk about the eye making landfall, like the center of the storm hits?
I don't know exactly how they quantify that, honestly. I think it might be when the eye hits. I can see a little radar there in the corner. Hopefully they'll blow it up in a second. Because it looks pretty fucking nasty right now. How long till Florida breaks off the mainland and drifts in the Atlantic? I don't know. It'll probably just fucking sink, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's not drifting anywhere. It's just gonna sink out of existence. It ain't gonna look anything like itself here in about 10, 15 fucking years.
Yeah. Bro has a flashlight like we can't see the rain. I don't know what he's trying to show off. I mean, he might be trying to show you something totally different. He looks like kind of like a fat Carson Daly. I mean, I don't even know what Carson Daly looks like now. Maybe he is fat.
Yeah. He definitely is like Dollar General Carson Daly.
We know that later, maybe 3, 4 in the morning, we're going to start to get that turn. And that's when we're really going to start to see exactly what's happening here with the king tide and all of that stuff. So people are getting the message. We are in a zone A. And as I mentioned,
and he's just talking about how the shit's about to hit the fan. So, yeah, the shit's going to hit the fan pretty soon. Probably around 3 a.m. We'll really see the shit hit the fan bad. Until then, we're just going to kind of wait and see. Yeah, these vampires. That woman is definitely a vampire. We should stop showing these motherfuckers. I want to see this. You see this tiny shit down there in the corner? I want to see that. Show me that. You guys ain't got nothing to show on this front yet. It's raining. I get it. The wind isn't there yet. The crazy shit's not there yet. Look, water. It's not interesting. Show me the fucking radar. I'm trying to find a better stream.
Dude, listen to this dumbass quote.
Oh shit, okay. This is better. Go ahead.
Dumbass quote. Some Pinellas County residents say they're riding out the storm despite evacuation orders.
Yeah, those people
they're fucking morons.
Those people die a lot of the time.
Oh my god, look at the eye on that fucker. It's
crazy.
It's the eye of Sauron, bro. Listen to this quote from these motherfuckers. We know the storm's coming in a little bit later this evening. We live about 5 miles up the street. We're going to be here for 20, 30 minutes, watch the waves come in, and as the tide comes in, off we go. Yeah, because evacuation routes aren't going to be congested and or flooded out by then. And we're just going to wait until the tide reaches about to our house 5 miles up the coast, and then off we go.
We'll mosey on along.
We're just going to mosey on along.
People are fucking delusional. It's not even just that. Okay, let's say you go through the whole storm and you survive it, which a lot of people will, even if they stay. The problem you have after that is nothing. There's no power. You're not gonna have any access to any amenities. Every store is closed. There's no gas. There's no nothing. So unless you have a fucking generator that's built up off the ground to power your house and all this other shit, you're gonna be sweating your ass off in the fucking Florida summer. To just not leave and put yourself in harm's way and just basically be a hindrance.
Holy shit, I don't know storms like this. Is it really that bad? I mean,
yes.
I defer to you guys on knowledge of this, but I will tell you when it showed the fucking pullback of that thing, and this was probably hours ago too, because they're probably still generating the current models of it. That looked like a mean motherfucker, like a real bad motherfucker.
Dude.
So it's not going to hit Jacksonville head on. We're going to get some outer bands. We're going to get some
super exactly like Ben Shapiro.
A cat too fucking caused a tree to fall on my house. A bunch of my neighbors' houses were fucking demolished. I'm telling you, I had a neighbor right up the street from me. Their house was fucking demolished.
Dude, a solid category 2 is oh shit, better get out of here a fucking couple days ahead of time.
4 in Florida, that's super fucking low line. They've got to be out of their fucking minds. Now, look, a lot of houses there, granted, are built up, I'm sure. But everyone I know that stayed for Hurricane Ida, the one I'm talking about, I had my neighbors stay there. Their house didn't flood. We were like, surprisingly, where we lived in Mandeville, we're not in a flood zone.
Dude, look at the eye on that fucking beast.
It is terrifying. There's absolute horror unless you enjoy storm chasing.
This is supposed to be a Cat 4 now when it hits.
Yes.
So, I mean, when we were covering it earlier, we were saying Cat 3. That was what they were saying at the time. Now it's looking like a Cat 4.
Well, it hit that fucking warm coastal water that's been like a bathtub. and sucked another category out of it.
This is like going through a Katrina. If you want
we're still a few hours out from this motherfucker making landfall. Is it going to be Cat 5 by fucking midnight?
I mean, who fucking knows? If it, if this thing hits as a Category 5, then people are going to be. I mean, they're already fucked now. Yeah. But I mean, like, this is just going to be crazy.
I mean, if anybody that lives on the coast in Florida, which like every other fucking state houses most of its population, they're going to be fucked by this storm.
I mean,
their houses are going to be underwater. Their cars are going to be washed away.
The bands of this storm are going to be basically just like raking across the entire state. I mean, you can just see it right here.
Yeah, like, it's basically like a lot of the projections I see, it's going to cut right up the eastern seaboard. So it's not just Florida that's going to get dog fucked by this.
But Florida's going to definitely be the main
Florida, Georgia, probably the Carolinas going to get some stuff from this.
Is it going to be worse than Katrina? I mean, there's no fucking way to predict. I mean, like, you got to remember, part of what made Katrina so terrible was the failure of those levees, and that some of that kind of stuff.
Well, and honestly, just the failure of the people that lived in the really most inundated areas to get the fuck out of town in time.
True. And so I mean, like, a lot of that's going to depend. We're not going to know that kind of question until later. But I can tell you, whether this causes the kind of loss of life we saw in Katrina or not, it's definitely going to wreak an insane destruction of infrastructure and property. And this could potentially be the thing that puts the final nail in DeSantis's coffin, because when local governors and shit don't do a good job after a storm like this, that fucking destroys your political career faster than anything else.
Yeah,
like pretty much every politician that was in office when Katrina rolled through in Louisiana.
Yeah, Kathleen Blanco.
Every fucking one of those motherfuckers was out on their ass because their response was so shitty. Like, people would forgive a lot of shit, but when these disasters happen and the leadership isn't there, that's when they get fucked. So if Ron DeSantis doesn't do what is perceived to be a good job with this storm, his ass is fucking over. His ass is pretty much already over nationally anyway, but he might be done even in Florida if he doesn't do a good job with this shit.
I mean, a politician like him, you have to have a base. Like, your base is the foundation for your whole fucking political following. So if that erodes or disappears because of this,
yeah. And I mean, like, I know it's kind of weird to focus on that, but we do a lot of politics here, so I will mention that. But like, I saw a press conference with him the other day where he was, talking about this storm, and like, they asked him, like, would you accept aid from Joe Biden? He's like, well, yeah, obviously. Who the fuck? No one's gonna turn him down.
Course he's.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, these guys are all liars. You have to understand that's all politics. When Joe Biden declares this a federal emergency, like a presidential disaster, of course the people of fucking Florida are going to want that aid. They're going to want FEMA. They're going to want all that stuff. They're going to want those resources.
Yeah. This is it's an ugly looking fucking storm. It's not the most defined eye I've ever seen, but it's pretty defined. I mean, this has a clear hurricane shape. You never look at this and think it was anything other than a hurricane.
So it's moving at 17 miles per hour too. So I mean, it's moving pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually probably fortuitous, because what you really don't want is for the motherfucker to park, because that's when shit gets fucking really fucked up. Is when when a storm just parks there. The fact that it's barreling towards them means it has less chance to gather strength, and hopefully will mean maybe it will go down to a Cat 3 still before it hits. Still gonna be pretty nasty, but
this just, I mean, like, look, if you live on the Gulf Coast and up the eastern seaboard, this is a risk. Like, when I lived on the coast and TJ did, I mean, like, this someone's always in the back of your mind this time of year is like, are we gonna is this the year we get to bite the bullet?
Reason? I mean, this is the main fucking reason I'm not living in fucking Louisiana anymore.
Yeah,
there's a lot of other reasons, but like, one of the biggest impetus was like, I do not want to fucking deal with these fucking storms anymore.
Yeah,
because
this
it's
shift's 3 hours 3 hours from here. Yeah, that's hitting where we used to live.
At a moment's notice, you got to fucking be willing to be gone from your house for potentially weeks. Because power might be gone, infrastructure might be gone. And so it's a fucking nightmare.
I mean, it's got to be tough for you because the way your parents are set up, I mean, they got a nice house, but they're out in the fucking bayou.
Oh, they're fucking susceptible as fuck to this. Not this particular storm, but you know, this kind of thing happening.
I mean, they live in a raised house and everything, but yeah, I mean, everything else that goes along with it. And if they told me, I've talked about this, like, well, we like it. I'm like, I don't know how you like it.
Hurricane Katrina did not make landfall as a Cat 5. I think it was actually only a Cat 3 when it made landfall.
That's correct.
So
devastating though.
It was
I think
it was a Cat 5 at one point in the
Yeah.
Gulf, but it weakened to a Category 3 before it actually made landfall. I believe it might have been a Cat 4, but I'm pretty sure it was actually only a Cat 3.
And think about it. This one is heading the other direction.
Right. So I mean, this thing could hit stronger than Katrina did. Now, storms have other attributes behind.
The big problem with Katrina was,
you know, wind speed and stuff. So
Storm surge.
The storm pumped the brakes too, right over Louisiana.
Right.
And like hung out, lingered.
Yeah, like
so that was really the
that's like I was saying is like if this storm I mean, the worst thing for Florida would honestly be like if this storm hit strong but went through quick, that would be less devastating than if it hit a little weaker but lingered there. Like if that storm parks its ass right outside of Florida and just starts spinning and just like hangs out for a while, that's when you really see the insane devastation.
Yeah, they want this to go quick.
So really, I mean, if anything, the most optimistic thing you could say about this storm is it's moving pretty fast right now. You know, because
homes are going to be destroyed. Oh yeah, the storm surge is what destroys most homes.
There's a lot of homes in this area that are still not rebuilt from the last big one that hit.
Yeah, and this is going to be worse. I mean, maybe. I don't want to.
A lot of people with the insurance situation they have in Florida too. I mean, they might not even have insurance at this point. So it's like their house gets destroyed. They're just fucked.
Increasingly, you know, insurance companies are moving out of Florida because they don't. It's just like the risk is too great.
It's not profitable anymore. There's too many claims.
So he's showing some kind of like I think this
storm
is a
surge.
Storm
so
surge
we're looking
map
at
here. You can see some of the places
parts
where the
of it,
storm surge is
13
expected to be the
feet,
worst.
20 feet looks like looks like it's south.
I mean, dude,
east Tallahassee.
Tallahassee is huge. That is a huge metropolitan area.
What is the population of Tallahassee?
I mean, look.
I mean, Florida's got a huge population in general.
In general, yeah.
Any part of Florida it really is going to get hit. Is going to be a huge number of people affected. I mean, Tampa, it looks like Tampa got spared.
I mean, Tampa's still going to be hit by some of those fucking really nasty bands.
But yeah, a direct hit to a city like Tampa, that would just be devastating.
200,000 plus.
Yeah. So, I mean, like you're talking about, I mean, I don't even know how many people this thing is going to displace. I don't know how many homes it's going to destroy, but the answer is definitely more than fucking zero. Like there's going to be like, thousands of homes are going to have their roofs ripped off at the very fucking least. And there's going to be tons. There's probably going to be at least hundreds that are just fucking obliterated. I mean, it might even be thousands obliterated. It depends on just how fucking nasty and how fucking long it lingers and what particular areas get hit the worst by the storm surge. There's still a lot, you know, like maybe you'll get lucky and it'll hit like a less populous region of the coast, but Florida is so population dense at this point. You know, it's almost impossible to think it's not going to hit.
I mean, there's 400,000 people in Tampa.
Yeah.
And that's just the fucking city. You guys have been to Florida. It's just a one giant suburb forever.
Right. And
I mean, the metropolitan like areas of Florida are just massive. I mean, from Orlando to Tampa is like maybe an hour drive, but it's just like, I mean, yeah, there's some stretch of it where there's not too much, but I mean, most of it is just densely populated. So you have just, you know, tens of millions of people are going to be.
We got a Tampa. I guess a hodling ape is a Tampa resident. He's saying they're going to get tropical storm force winds there. Now that's not super devastating, but you know, you're still going to have some damage and shit. You're probably like at that level, you're looking at like down. You're in Florida, so you know what you're looking at.
I mean, there's definitely going to be some palm trees knocked over by.
Yeah, you're going to get some fucking. You're going to get power outages. You're going to get fucking some roof damage maybe here and there. You're going to get some fucking down power lines and some fucking down trees. But probably not too bad if it's just tropical storm force there. I'm pretty sure you're safe from the storm surge in Tampa because it looks like that's mostly going to be fucking north of y'all. There's another Hurricane Franklin that is the size of Ohio in the Atlantic. The eye on that one is insane. I mean, it's probably, I don't know. I don't know if it's probably when they're in the Atlantic, it's kind of too hard to fucking really calculate what the fuck they're going to do. Because that could weaken, strengthen, might not even hit anywhere near anything. But yeah, I mean, it's the season. And this is, I mean, like, according to most fucking meteorological shit that I've read, this is supposed to be like a really nasty fucking hurricane season. And, you know, it's getting off to a hell of a fucking start with it, with a storm like this. Like, this is basically not like a, we're not fucking around storm, you know?
Yeah, this is a mean one. Hopefully,
two hurricanes being around at the same time is not that strange. The other one is probably, I'm assuming, way out in the Atlantic. I guess we could take a look at, what is it called? Franklin?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Looks like it's in the Atlantic. It looks like it's the forecast for it is they're pretty much not. It's not probably going to hit the U.S. really.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it's probably not really going to be something that we're going to have to concern ourselves with too much, but who knows?
Yeah, it's gonna go. It's just gonna hike up the East Coast. It looks like.
Hit some Canadians, kill them. Based warm water comment.
I mean, like,
explain warm water making it worse. Oh my god. Really? How old are you? How old are you where you don't know this fucking shit? Eastern Tallahassee to Perry will get hit pretty hard.
I mean, yeah, if it stays on this current path, yeah, it's gonna get fucked up.
What if Idalia crosses over Florida and goes up the coast a bit and then goes out to the Atlantic and merges with Franklin?
Yeah, why not?
Oh no,
dude, Scotty, you might be wrong. They might get their Roland Emmerich moment.
Yeah, dude. What if what if like 3 hurricanes start fucking forming like a giant hurricane
superstorm
spinner, you know?
The superstorm is unstoppable. Even going over land hasn't diminished it. Oh!
From director Roland Emmerich, producer Jerry Bruckheimer.
Dude, fuck that. Roland Emmerich just films the actual storm.
Ultra storm.
Oh god, look at the water temperatures. Oh fuck.
Ultra mega death storm.
88 degrees.
It's been too long since there's a movie that's come out that showed the Statue of Liberty getting shoved over by a giant wave or something, you know?
Yeah, it's time.
I haven't seen the Statue of Liberty destroyed in probably fucking what, like 10 years?
Yeah, people stop giving a shit. It's time to make them give a shit again. Destroy that fucker. The perfect storm.
Dude, what if they combined up some shit? What if, oh, dude, see, this is why
you can't, I mean, it's the scale only goes to 5, so you can't really go to 10.
Yeah, a category 10 hurricane would cover like an entire hemisphere of the globe or some shit.
It'd be some crazy shit. But yeah, it only goes up to, I mean, at a certain point, I mean, they might have to add another category at some point to explain to people because, you know, it might get to that point, but I don't know. Maybe. We're not there yet.
Dude, I wish I was in charge of fucking Hollywood. I just had the fucking coolest stoner idea for a movie.
Oh, yeah?
You bait everybody with the Roland Emmerich Superstorm, right? It's just like this. Storm out in the Atlantic somewhere while this storm hits Florida or whatever, and you get that first disaster scene. But then there's one scientist who has a prediction model, right, that isn't lining up with everybody else's. And he's just like, he's in his office double checking it, triple checking it, quadruple checking it, because his model shows Idalia hitting Franklin and becoming Frank Dahlia, dude, just like the fucking destroyer of the East Coast. And nobody's taking him seriously, right? He calls like a couple of school buddies he's got down at the National Storm Center and shit. And they're just like, look, buddy, even the European model has they're not even going to come near each other, but it does, right? And that's what you think the movie is going to be. It hits. But then people are just like, I can't even imagine this getting worse. Godzilla.
Godzilla.
I wouldn't even advertise it. I wouldn't release anything in the trailer about it. I would lock everybody that worked on it in the fucking tightest I will cut your balls off NDA that's ever been written by a fucking cutthroat lawyer, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell anybody about it. And then it would start as a Roland Emmerich hurricane movie, get all the way to the point where like, yeah, the fucking Statue of Liberty's falling over, you know, whatever you wanted to fucking show, you know, the White House is getting the roof blown off of it or whatever. And then halfway through that hurricane scene, Godzilla comes up out of the fucking ocean.
Yeah. I love it.
And a ragtag group of people, including the very scientists that predicted the disaster, have to implausibly escape from the double destruction of the Giga Cane and Godzilla, dude.
Yeah, do it.
Will they leave? Will they leave? Will they live?
So here is how this category shit works. 74 to 95. This is sustained winds. So obviously gusts can be faster than this, but like sustained winds. 74 to 95 is a category 1. 96 to 110 is a category 2. 111 to 129 is a category 3. 130 to 156 is a category 4, and 157 miles per hour or greater is a category 5.
I've been in 100 mile an hour or near 100 mile an hour winds, and you have trouble walking. Like you can't even really walk against that kind of wind.
Well, that 100 miles an hour is considered a weak category 2.
Right.
And what we're expecting now, I mean, is a category 4 between 130 and 156 miles
Dude,
per hour.
that'd straight up blow you off your feet.
Yeah, this is devastating.
So
dude.
catastrophic damage can result from these types of winds. Well-built homes will be heavily damaged, with most of the roof blown away. Trees and power lines will be down. Power and water services could be out for months, with the hardest hit places uninhabitable for weeks. And people are planning to stay for this shit.
Those people are out of their minds unless they literally live in a fucking like bunker category 5 like house. Like unless people built their houses to such a degree that 99.9% of people don't do, you're insane to stay.
So Hurricane Ian made landfall in September 2022 along the southwest Florida coast as a category 4 storm. It killed 150 people. Became the costliest storm in the record of Florida.
Yeah, because if you try to ride that out, your house breaks down around you.
So the costliest storm for Florida was last year, and this one's looking like it might threaten Ian's fucking records.
Because you can't survive it. If you the structure you're in breaks apart, there's storm surge of 20 feet. Because if you're in the epicenter of the storm, there's very few structures that are built to be able to survive a category 4 or 5 storm. And you'll know if you're in one. If you live in the average American house, you're not in one.
Dude, Spinosaurus, you're back in my good graces. That's exactly what's gonna happen, dude. The fucking little family, and the guy. I think the guy has to be divorced. He's divorced, but he goes to pick up his ex-wife and kids, and they have to learn to love one another. You know what I mean? But anyway, he's gonna show up in like a beat up station wagon. That station wagon has to like just outrun a 50-foot fucking tidal wave, right? Just gets up on the hill before that thing splashes down. The dad goes, Jesus fucking Christ, can this get any worse? And then and he looks out the fucking Godzilla's coming, dude.
Yeah, you see like the lightning, and then it like lights up Godzilla's fucking silhouette
like,
in the
what
distance.
The fuck was that? Shit. He like takes his glasses off and rubs his eyes. He waits for another fucking lightning strike, and then another one comes, and it's fucking close. Godzilla's closer. It's like, we gotta fucking go,
dude. Paul, they can even do a fake out. They can do like Godzilla charges up his like atomic blast breath and shit. They're like, oh, Godzilla's gonna destroy the storm. He just powers the storm up, and so it gets even bigger, dude. And it's like that.
Yeah,
plus
just
you
like
have his
spinning faster and shit.
Yeah, it's spinning faster. Yeah, it has more. It has his like fucking atomic blast breath and shit. So it's like just ripping shit apart like a fucking nuclear bomb.
That would be cool.
Off.
Yeah, there could be a bunch of people that are like, Godzilla is here to save us, because he's walking out towards the hurricane that's coming in. But then, he charges it up. He's like, fuck you. I'm using this to help me out, you little gnats. And then just at the end of the movie, when the family just escapes and the divorced mom and dad learn to love each other again, and the kids are all happy, right? That happens, but the East Coast is fucked. It looks like they're going to live for the rest of their lives in the clutches of the tyrant lizard king Godzilla. And just as Godzilla is charging up that nuclear breath to knock over, I don't know, what do you want to do? Like the Washington Monument. the last monument standing. He's gonna fucking rear back. He's gonna almost start to fire it, and then fucking you're gonna hear ooh 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 ooh. Fucking Kong is gonna show up, bro. Stare him down, and they're gonna have one last epic match for the fate of the fucking East Coast, dude. A hidden Godzilla, hidden versus Kong.
I love it.
Dude, tell me that movie wouldn't be fucking huge.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love the you don't really get too many surprises anymore.
Dude, and it's so stupid too, because think how viral that would go.
Yeah.
There'd be like immediate oops, all Godzilla's memes happening, you know what I mean? Godzilla cane. I mean, it just like that, it hashtags itself, you know?
Hell yeah.
They don't got the balls, dude.
How stupid.
It doesn't have the fucking balls to do it. I agree with you, man. Like how many events? Because I know all of us like watch like wrestling in the 80s and 90s where they'd be like someone will return or there's some big event. There's and like, it'd be a huge pop.
When was the last time you were watching a movie and it just fucking like suddenly did some shit that like came right the fuck out of left field and totally changed your expectations of the movie you were watching? You know what I mean?
I can tell you one, but it's horrible.
What?
It was the what the fuck is The Last Jedi when they killed fucking stupid ass Snoke. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
yeah. Well, that was garbage. But
yeah, like that's the last time I can remember. Like, okay, and
like
it was
you
horrible.
thought you were going to see one kind of movie, but it turns into something else that you totally didn't expect.
Yeah,
Cabin in the Woods.
That's true. Cabin in the Woods did do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, it would be so nice to be surprised because I feel like the problem with a lot of these action movies is you already know what's happened. Like, you know the best parts already when you go into the movie. You know, if it's like a meteor movie, you know a meteor's gonna hit. If it's a fucking tidal wave movie, you know it's gonna be a giant wave. You know.
Oh yeah, Dusk Till Dawn does that too.
Yeah, Dusk Till Dawn does do that. It shifts modes.
It becomes a totally different movie. I mean, almost halfway through the fucking movie.
Yeah, for sure.
But nothing has pulled a fucking like, oh shit, you're in a Godzilla movie. No one's pulled that yet.
The Hateful Eight, nah.
No, they didn't do.
They never told us to evacuate Tallahassee. We're nervous for staying now.
Pulp Fiction, though, for sure.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction threw some fucking, but it never really fucking totally changed in like
Quentin Tarantino, he loves that shit, dude. That's one thing I'll always give him as a director. Like, he loves to fucking subvert your expectations.
Oh yeah, dude. What about like when you find out that water kills the aliens and Signs?
Oh, dude, that was the ultimate twist, man.
I know.
Dumbest fucking twist, dude.
No, dude, you know what? The ultimate twist. You know what? Because maybe they're not even aliens. Maybe they're demons, huh?
Oh.
I've heard people try to say that.
I've heard that one.
Lame. And I just tell them to go fuck themselves. I'm just like,
okay, even if they're demons, are the dumbest fucking demons ever. Like, so their plan is they're gonna fucking come up from hell. They're gonna kill humanity, except their one little tiny weakness.
That is true. If they got rid of the ship at the beginning of Predator, it would fucking throw you for a loop. But whatever,
dude.
Nothing they can do about that now.
What about this for a different idea for that, dude? So we don't do the Godzilla thing. So we do the same Giga Cane setup, right? And the hurricane hits. And then all of a sudden, a big red portal opens up right under the eye, and a bunch of fucking cacodemons come out, and the Doom guy fucking falls out, and it becomes Doom versus the Giga Cane, dude.
Fuck yeah,
Demon Cane. Also a good idea.
Dude, the cacodemons and shit get all swept up in the hurricane, and they fucking get flung everywhere, all over the city, and fucking Doom guys gotta hunt them down. Yeah, dude. Because think about it, dude. They don't even know what to cash in on. They're so stupid. Dude, Doom had not one, but two giant video game releases in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And there's not a new Dune movie. The only Dune movie out there is with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, bro.
Yeah, and they don't even make them demons. They make them like genetic experiments gone awry.
Yep. I mean, dude, fucking tell me that like an actual true to form true to lore, Doom movie wouldn't kick the pants off any of these fucking namby-pamby superhero movies they're putting out.
Oh, dude, it'd be amazing. It'd be amazing.
Bloody, gory, violent as fuck. Tons of fucking really expensive CGI, big giant
I mean, it's, in a
demon
sense,
face off.
In the sense, it's even almost kind of obviously at least inspired by Doom would be Dead Space. That'd be another fucking really cool sci-fi video game property. Like, it's so amazing to me that they just can't. They have so many like awesome novels, awesome universes out there. I mean, in video games, whatever you want to have, what have you, like Warhammer. There's so much cool shit, and it's like none of it's exploited in favor of like superhero garbage. And even that, it's unoriginal.
Okay, here's another one, dude. What? Hurricane's coming for Florida. The Gigacane hits. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, won't anybody help us?" And then all of a sudden you hear, "Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here." And it's RoboCop, bro.
RoboCop is there.
RoboCop versus the hurricane.
dun.
And then you find out it was fucking Omnicorp that caused the hurricane with like some kind of directed energy device that they tested and it went wrong.
Oh shit.
We'll be able to rebuild entire cities, just like we did Detroit. Omnicorp will rule the United States and the world.
Yep. Think of the money we'll save on demolition alone. Want to redesign a city? Just evacuate the populace. Send in a Gigacane. But then they accidentally like, here's how it works. And it's like charging to level 5, charging to category 6. Oh, shut it down, like the Ed 209 scene.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It goes off anyway, creates a giant hurricane. They're trying to cover it up, but RoboCop is on the fucking case, bro.
That piece of shit. Fucking RoboCop stopping the fucking shit from going down.
Dude, and you know how it ends too? The very last shot is like RoboCop has saved the day, right? He saved the mom and dad who were divorced, but now they've relearned to love each other. He saves the siblings who hated each other, but have now rekindled their sibling relationship, but RoboCop's fucked up, He's all like laying on the ground.
Oh, dude, you know what'd be even fucking better than that shit, though? You know what'd be even better than any of those fucking ideas you just had, Paul?
Hold on. Let me finish my RoboCop idea.
Nah, Paul, let me tell you something. Your idea sucks. You know what would be really great? Beetlejuice fucking 2, bro.
No.
Beetlejuice. How about Gladiator fucking 2, bro?
No.
How about Untitled Alien movie?
Who's directing it?
Fede Alvarez. You don't like it?
What happened?
How about yet another Captain America movie, though?
Dude, it ends with RoboCop too fucked up to be repaired. The family has to leave him behind. Credits roll.
Okay.
Post-credit scene. RoboCop's husk is laying there. You know what I mean? It's nighttime, and then all of a sudden, like there's a crackle of like ball lightning somewhere off screen. You see the screen flash a bunch, and then you see a black gloved hand reach down to RoboCop's husk and say, "Come with me if you want to live." Boom.
Dun, dun, dun,
Movie
dun, dun,
over.
dun, 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 dun.
How about
Dun, dun,
Bad
dun.
Boys 4?
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, how about this one? Hurricane hits. Everybody's like, "Oh, fuck, how could this get any worse?" Lost Boys 2.
Vampires and hurricanes.
Kiefer
shit.
Sutherland and the vampire 80s boys are back, and they've got the power of a hurricane on their side this time.
Deadpool 3.
In space with hurricanes.
All the movies I've proposed to you are really happening next year, by the way.
Boo.
How about A Quiet Place Day 1?
That's kind of A Quiet Place too.
No. This is A Quiet Place Day 1. Remember how we did The Quiet Place and we did the prequel? Now we're doing an even prequelier prequel. Show Day 1 of The Quiet Place.
Like, can Can we just have one A Quiet Place movie? Wasn't that just enough?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Dude, hurricane hits.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you zoom in on this little diner, and there's a black dude sitting there in jogging apparel, putting his bad motherfucker wallet in the back of his pocket.
I've always wanted them to continue that story.
Then he walks out and goes, man, I can't believe this bullshit. The minute I decide to walk the earth like the guy from Kung Fu, this motherfucking goddamn hurricane done come out of nowhere. And boom, Pulp Fiction 2.
Pulp Fiction 2, eh?
Yeah. He's like, man, I got to get to Marcellus. He goes to Marcellus. Marcellus is like, I don't know, man. This hurricane looking pretty fucked up. Jules is like, no shit, motherfucker. We need to get in my car and go right now. But I got these white boys to take care of. These motherfuckers still ain't even started to feel the pain. We cut to those dudes and they're all old. They're like, please, surely by now the butt rape has been avenged. And he's like, I ain't even got started on you motherfuckers. I got a couple of guys upstate that know how to drive bulldozers. Bulldozers going up your cracker. It's Pulp Fiction 2.
Yeah. Amen.
At some point, it just cuts to a 5-minute shot of John Travolta's bloated, machine-gunned corpse still sitting on that toilet.
I love it.
It's like Jules. Dude, fucking Christopher Walken comes back during the hurricane to give a kid another watch. Or no. Christopher Walken goes to the same kid, all grizzled and like homeless. He's been living on the streets, but still has his army uniform. You know, he's like homeless vet guy. He's like, I'm gonna need that watch back. It turns out because he wants to sell it for crack. Dude, this is getting great, dude. Pulp Fiction 2, disguised as a shitty hurricane movie.
Okay, why not? Or Craven the Hunter.
Hurricane hits. Everybody's like, holy shit, how does this get any worse? Ba-da! Luke, I am your father in a hurricane. Da, 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 da. Dude, fucking X-Wings come down. Pew, 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 you know?
Yeah.
Chewie's like, fucking Han is like, I don't know, Chewie. This is a pretty nasty looking storm. And Chewie's like, you know?
I'm going to tell you this.
3PO's like, Master Luke, we should get out of town. The hurricane is projected to hit right where we are. And R2 is like, whoop, 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 you know?
Yeah. Is that what he does?
Yep. And just when you think it's just going to be like a rote, you know, fucking Star Wars movie, all of a sudden, like you hear the newscast going off, and but there's this music and drowning it out. It's like, and Jabba's like, Dochade Bruta, and they like subtitles are like, turn that down. I need to hear this. And the hurricane's heading right for his fucking palace, bro. Dude.
Paul's imagination going wild with this episode. Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe it is, but Paul will never be a true visionary like Jordan Peele, who's making another movie next. He's making 2 movies next year.
What's he making?
2 new Jordan Peele movies next year. The greatest genius to ever live, Jordan Peele, will finally give us yet another masterpiece. 2 of them.
Dude. Hurricane hits. You see it like in like destroying a downtown Miami or some shit, right? It heads for this fucking art museum and blows it to shit, and this fucking priceless work of art comes clanging into the street, you know, this marble bust from Roman times or something. And then all of a sudden you hear dun 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 dun, dun, and a whip cracks, and he goes, that belongs back in the museum. Indiana Jones 7. Disguised as a hurricane movie.
That's right. We had to trick you into seeing this one, motherfuckers.
Hey, it would have worked better.
Jones versus the Giggy Cane, dude.
Dude, tell me it wouldn't have fucking convinced you more.
I would have went and saw it for sure.
I've been like, I'm like,
if they
"Hey,
released a
what's that?"
shitty hurricane movie and everybody in the news the next day was like, audiences are going wild as they went to see what they thought was going to be a standard Hollywood blockbuster. Spoiler alert, it turned out to be anything but. You know,
Dude.
like it would be it would sell out every theater, dude.
Don't ever fucking impugn the honor of R2D2 by fucking equating him as being a lectionine Trumpist. Come on now. That's a fucking bridge too fucking far, dude. R2D2 is one of my fucking favorite.
Get back.
Dude, R2D2 would fucking kill you, butt fuck you to death for making that comment about him.
Oh man. Oh shit.
Get out too. Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Get out too. Get in.
Oh,
oh no.
dude, hurricane hits.
Uh-huh.
It's fucking windy as fuck. It's blowing around. Cut to like an old bum.
Yeah.
Sitting underneath an overpass somewhere trying to drink his liquor, but his hands are too shaky and he's barely got any left. And off screen you hear, "Welly, welly, well, me droogie."
Okay.
Clockwork Orange 2. Hurricane.
Hurricane, yeah.
He's still alive, dude. We get Malcolm McDowell back to reprise his role as Alex.
Is he still alive? I thought he died.
Oh,
Did
he's
he
still
die?
alive.
Dude,
Oh,
Malcolm
he's alive.
McDowell
Just
is
died.
still alive.
Really? I thought he died like last year or something. Who am I thinking of? Yeah, I guess
He's
alive.
80.
Who
He's 80,
died?
but still. Who died? A
died?
Who
bunch
the
of people.
fuck died?
A bunch of
died?
people.
Gotti, who died?
We actually did have a bunch of deaths recently. I
Bob
mean,
Barker died.
yeah, that Bray Wyatt died.
Bray
I can't remember her
Wyatt.
name. I can't remember her name, but the chick that played the original Harley Quinn died.
Not that long ago, Pee-wee.
Yeah, Pee Wee died not
Yeah.
too long back. Got a lot of fucking big deaths this year. Yeah, Terry Funk. Yeah, that's another one. Arlene Sorkin was the one I was trying to remember the name of.
Hurricane hits. Girl that lives with her aunt and uncle is caught up in the fucking storm, and it literally blows their house away, and she's inside it. And then you see a witch ride by the window. Wizard of Oz too.
Electric Boogaloo. Oh yeah, Jerry Springer. Yeah, he died too. Jimmy Carter has been in hospice. Yeah, Jimmy Carter refuses to die. TJ should be locked inside an R2 unit for the entire time. Wow. You crazy. You a crazy bitch.
He's too fucking fat to fit in one.
Yeah.
Dude,
Justin Bieber has Lyme's disease. What the fuck is Lyme's disease?
Dude, it's when you eat way too many limes.
That's when you eat too many limes.
Yeah, and you get, and like, you start turning green. It becomes
Does Justin Bieber really have Lyme disease? Let me see this. Justin. Yeah, I guess he
Dude.
does.
hurricane hits, TJ.
Yeah, what happens then?
Hurricane hits, right?
Uh-huh.
Fucking whole place is destroyed, and the ghost of a little girl walks up to what used to be her house, right? And starts weeping. And then you hear from off camera, "Well, hey there, little ghost. You want a pudding pop?" Ghost Dad 2.
Ghost Dad 2, huh?
Ghost Dad 2. Dude, perfect way for Cosby to get back in everybody's good graces. Dude, if he did that, if they'd made a Roland Emmerich hurricane movie, but hid Ghost Dad 2 in it,
yeah, that'd be his ticket back.
All those rapes would be forgiven.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? We can't
like
stay mad at you.
It would be like he never raped at all.
Yeah. The rape slate is clear.
One fucking move like that blows up the whole fucking world, it erases, at least 30 rapes.
Yeah. Ghost Dad 2, man. I love it. Let's do it. Get Roland Emmerich on the phone. We're doing this.
Yeah, we got to get everybody on board.
Yeah. Ghost Dad featuring the Ghostbusters. No.
No, man. What a lame ass fucking dude. You don't know how to do this, Goose Juice.
Goose Juice. You ain't
you
got
just ain't got
the thunder.
Yeah, you just ain't got it, bud.
Casper the Friendly Ghost meets Bill Cosby. What the fuck kind of idea is that? They already made a Carrie 2. It just sucked.
Yeah, no thanks.
I got suckered in by that movie too. I don't know what it was.
Hurricane hits.
All right. And then what?
Hurricane hits, right? Destroys everything. Returns a fucking town, a small town on the coast of fucking Florida into just rubble. It just sends it back. It's like a jungle again.
Yeah.
It's like a jungle fucking swamp, right? See everything just fucked up. And all of a sudden, from off screen, you hear, "Wow, I thought that storm was ugly, but you are still one ugly motherfucker. Predator 5.
And Arnold's back.
Arnold has to fight the Predator, but a hurricane is happening, dude.
That's the name of the movie, Hurricane Hits. Yeah, I think it probably should be at this point. Hurricane Hits.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Boom. We cut to Julia Roberts. Steel Magnolias 2.
Dude. Hurricane hits.
Uh-huh.
Fucking same setup. Mom and dad divorced. Get back together. Escape the hurricane, or at least get inland a little bit. They're like, dad's like, man, I'm exhausted. I'm going to try and catch a few Z's. He falls asleep, right? Suddenly you hear, are you ready for prime time again, bitch? Nightmare on Elm Street 9, Hurricane. Freddy is going after people, but when they are at their most tiredest. When are you more tired than when you're trying to survive day to day in a hurricane?
That's true.
Boom.
Hurricane hits.
Hurricane hits, bro. It's the new Gorilla Versus.
I think Godzilla is still the best one, but maybe that's just because it was the first one. Because I still just think that would be an epic shot of you see the lightning out at sea, and then it fucking lights up Godzilla fucking hanging out there. It's like, ah, shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
What are we in for?
It would be a moment for sure.
Forrest Gump. Why that cane in a hurry? The fuck?
Mom always
fuck
said
was that?
Mom always said you wanted a hurricane to be in a hurry because they make bad house guests.
Dumb thought, though.
Gump too. It washes up Bubba's coffin from Biola Battery. Bubba, no, you're all emaciated and mummified.
Are we gonna have Kevin Spacey in it too? Yeah, he's gonna do K-Pax 2.
Dude, Forrest Gump is floating down the river with fucking Bubba's corpse. Huckleberry Finn too, bro. You think it's a hurricane movie? No, it's a Forrest Gump movie. No, it isn't again. Huckleberry Finn too.
Yep. Oh, I love it.
Oh shit, bro. Hurricane hits, bro.
Oh man, I saw something. Hold on, I gotta see if I can show you this shit here. I hope we can go with this. I think we probably can. It's one of my favorite ever applications of fucking AI. It's a pretty popular channel, I think.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel
Cool.
on the pain. The
only thing that's real.
And you can have it all. My imparter. I will let you down. I will make you hurt.
Dude,
It's too isn't it? It's spot on.
it's amazing.
It's fucking awesome is what the fuck it is, dude.
No, TJ,
It's
this is why we
fucking
did that like
amazing.
perfect future episode. That's why I beat you. I said the AI, basically the AI sort of whatever you want entertainment model in your home, have whatever you want. Cause like, yeah, cause then if you're like thinking some crazy shit, like all the movies Paul just made up, imagine if Paul could see each one of those movies.
Yeah, Paul could just be like, here's my hurricane hits collection.
I mean,
Yeah,
and then we'd know definitively, be like, maybe that one wasn't as good, but we'd be able to see all of them perfectly.
It sucks that I'm not going to live long enough for that to be realized, because that definitely will be a thing for people that are probably alive now. God damn it.
Beach Boys coming off acid. Beach Boys coming off acid. Love it. Yeah, this channel has a few of these kind of things. This is There I Ruined It, if you want to look it up.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen some of their shit.
Yeah. Some of these AI covers are getting pretty fucking awesome, though.
Like AI Sinatra singing Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah, I've seen some Sinatra ones.
The sky's the fucking limit.
Yeah, shit's gonna get wild. I mean, I guess it already is, but
even wilder.
Even wilder still. Paul's too ahead of his time.
I know.
Poor Paul.
It always sucks that, but you know, I mean, that's how you're only born the time you're born in.
Dude, maybe one of these Zoomers watching us will remember this fucking episode when that shit finally does go live. Come back and make all of the fucking hurricane verses, dude. Or hurricane hits.
Yeah, you want to see this movie is called Hurricane Hits. And they can just distribute them all over the place, and you know, no one knows what they're gonna fucking watch.
Yep.
Dude, then they take all of Paul's collected thoughts and memories and bring Paul's like AI consciousness back, and he's like, sucks. Like, no, it sucks.
The SpongeBob rapping ones are amazing. I don't really give a fuck about SpongeBob, so it's kind of hard for me to get into those super hard.
Dude, there's like a cult around SpongeBob. Either you're
Yeah,
in the cult or you're
like,
not.
I think I just like I missed it by like a fucking year or two, maybe, or something like that. I don't know.
I know I did.
I was just a smidge too old.
Yeah, I missed it by like 5 or 6 fucking years.
Yeah, and like to me, like I guess I kind of see the charm to it, and I've seen some memes and shit about it that were funny, but like for the most part, I just don't give a rat's ass.
I mean,
about SpongeBob.
It has got a lot of cross appeal for a kid's show, which is why I think it's one of its greatest strengths. But it's like, you know, ultimately, still a lot of people loved it because they saw it as a kid.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I've tried to get into a few times. Like, I've watched like some of the early episodes that people say are like super great, and I'm just kind of like, I don't really give a fuck about this. I just don't care. And you know, I'm not like an adult that's like, I am too sophisticated to watch a cartoon or something. Like, I'll definitely watch a cartoon, but that one just it doesn't have the cross appeal for me. It feels too kiddie bullshit. I just don't like it.
One that you watched, I only watched it years later, was Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, that was probably one of the last fucking like kids shows that I really got into. Like, I was like an adult. I think I was at least 18 or something by the time I watched that.
Older than that, dude. I remember like you must have been
maybe I was like early
mid 20s. Yeah, early 20s.
I wasn't mid 20s. I was like early 20s maybe.
Let me see. I forgot when we. No, probably mid 20s.
Because I feel like we were in that apartment at that time.
Well, maybe when you first started watching it, because I remember you watching it when we moved back to Mandeville from the fuck was that? Keokuk, not Keokuk. Well, the town we live near that,
Yeah.
Macomb, Illinois.
Squidward's pretty relatable to me. I mean, he's just a generic fucking put upon asshole character. He's just basically fucking Rabbit from goddamn Winnie the Pooh. And fucking, SpongeBob is basically fucking Winnie the Pooh. And fucking Patrick is just, I don't know, basically just a retard, like generic retard character. So I don't know.
Oh, SpongeBob. Oh.
So you got your happy-go-lucky fucking innocent character. You got your dumb fuck character, and you got your cranky fuck character. And that's it. Classic fucking dynamic and shit. I think the Panty Raid episode is banned now. I actually covered that on my episode on Panty Thieves. A lot of times panty thieving is like a fucking gateway to like way more serious shit though. Like it's kind of treated sort of like lightly in culture, but researching that episode let me know like, nah, a lot of these panty thieves upgrade to some pretty serious shit, murder and rape and shit.
Dude. Hurricane hits.
Mm-hmm.
About halfway through the movie, get a look at the devastation that's been wrought. And we zoom underground where it's too dark for even the camera to see. It's a totally black shot, but we can tell that we're like trudging through the sewers and that there are people that have taken refuge down there. And you hear like the voice of an Asian man say, "My sons, I think we must get out of here. The sewers may flood." And then you hear somebody reply, "Oh man, that's totally bogus. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 5, Secret of the Hurricane."
Everything is fine. I don't think you've gotten one goddamn number right as far as these fucking sequels go.
Dude, I skip them.
Yeah.
Because
Fuck all
it's
that
going to be
bullshit.
better than like any fucking 6 movie ever. It's at least going to leap to 7, you know?
Yeah, dude. Amen. A motherfucking men. Bring Pierce Brosnan back and do Dante's Peak 2. Dante's
Oh,
Peak 2
shit.
Hurricane Edition, you know?
Yeah, dude, a hurricane's heading for Dante's Peak as it
Yeah.
erupts.
Yeah, it
A
erupts,
lava cane. Got the lava
it
cane.
erupts directly into the eye of the storm and starts distributing the lava, throughout the storm system.
Dude, fucking Pierce Brosnan is back. He's broken up with the fucking mayor lady, right?
Yeah.
Comes back to Dante's Peak, decides to go take a walk at the old grandma's hut that's now a ruin, to like remind himself of those days.
Yeah.
Just on the offhand, takes a geological reading, sees that the mountain's coming alive. He calls his boss. Nobody believes him. And then simultaneously, a dude played by Benedict Cumberbatch is telling people that this fucking hurricane's heading right for Dante's Peak, and they don't believe him because his models don't jive with everybody else's models. And then they end up in contact with one another and have to prove both scientific communities right or wrong.
Yeah.
Dante's Peak, Hurricane.
Dante's Hurricane Peak. Hurricane Tremors 7. Godzilla,
Oh, shit, dude.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Freddy. It's all there. Everything. Just keep changing. Keep changing the narrative. Bring back Kevin Nash as a Super Shredder. Isn't
Yeah,
Kevin Nash
dude.
dead? Kevin Nash is dead for sure, right?
No.
God damn,
He's
why do I
alive.
keep thinking
I'm
everyone's
thinking
dead?
Scott Hall.
Oh yeah,
Hall's
Scott Hall's the one that's dead.
It's
yeah.
it's usually me that thinks everybody's fucking dead, but
Yeah.
tonight
I
it's
guess
definitely been you.
Tonight it's me. Tonight I just think everyone's dead.
dead. Aren't they dead? No. All right. How about this guy? Is he dead?
Who's dead? Anyone dead? All right. Well, I think that's a sloppy seconds for y'all. We will see you guys for the gauntlet, which I think will be we're doing that Thursday. So
It is.
we'll see you then. Peace.